ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीरमणाय। In the last class we discussed verse number 16. So today we will read verse number 16 and then we will discuss next verse, that is 17th. Tadyushmadorasmadi sampratishtha tasmin vinashte smadimulabodhat tadyushmadasmanmativarjitaika स्थितिर्ज्वलन्ति सहजात्मनः स्यात् भूतं भविष्यच्च भवत्स्वकाले तद्वर्तमानस्य विहाय तत्त्वं हास्यान किं स्यात् गतभाविचर्चा विनैकसंख्यां गणनेव लोके। Once more. भूतं भविष्यच्च भवत्स्वकाले तद्वर्तमानस्य विहाय तत्त्वं हास्यान किं स्यात् गतभाविचर्चा विनैकसंख्यां गणनेव लोके. So in this verse we have been discussing about vision of truth. This text is very profound text. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi's very sublime, deep thoughts, giving us a guidance, giving us a direction to think about the nature of reality. In the last verse we discussed that the essence of first person, second person, third person is me only. And we go deep into the nature of ego or aham, then we will get the truth, and that is Sat. Now he is talking about time. What is the truth of time? What is the reality of time? What is the essence of time? We all are living in time and space. So now he is taking up this topic of time, and it is very interesting verse. About time, different quotations are there, that we cannot create time, we cannot produce time. We can make money, but we cannot make time. Then they said time is money. And in this world we see different time zones are there. And after few years they have to correct that watch. So different time zones are there. Then it shows that time is a relative thing. When we inquire about the nature of time, then we will come to know that time is not an absolute thing. It is only a concept. Today we feel that time is the reality because everything is being done in time. People are rushing, people are, running from one place to other. They say, no time, there is no time for me, for other work, I am busy. So time has become such solid reality that we don't think that time is a concept or time is superimposition on reality. We feel that time is the final truth. But here, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi guides us and he says, just think about time. Unfortunately, people don't have time to think about time. They have got time for every other thing. So see, how we experience time. We say daytime or night time. And based on the movement of sun and moon, we measure time. In olden days, they used to measure time with the sun only. That's why solar clock or solar watch was there. Now when we think about time, we will come to know that time is an interval between two events. It is a very famous definition. In Sanskrit, the definition of time has been given as Kalo Nama Krama Samvit. Time is awareness of sequence. When there is a sequence, then there will be the concept of time. Without sequence, you cannot feel, you cannot experience time. So krama has to be there. Krama means sequence. And when we say sequence, sequence means at least two things should be there. Two thoughts or two experience or two events. Then only I can feel, yes, time is there. If sequence is not there, then for me, no concept of time will be there. For example, in deep sleep, we don't feel any sequence. We don't feel any movement from one point to other point, one event to other event. So, in deep sleep, I have no thought of time, no concept of time. So, there should be minimum two things, two events or two thoughts. And that's why they say the unit of time is second. Means without second things, second event or second thought, you cannot experience time. Like in deep meditation, in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, where there is no sequence of thought, because all thoughts merge into self. So in that deep meditation also, I don't feel the movement of time, flow of time. Today, how we are experiencing our time? Yesterday was there, then today is there, then tomorrow will be there. Like that it is flowing. But when we think more about past, future and present, then we will realize that future and past, they were also at one point of time called as present. When I said tomorrow, tomorrow, but when tomorrow comes, tomorrow appears, Then what I say? Today. That's why they say tomorrow never comes. Because when tomorrow will come, it will become present. Yesterday also, when I experienced yesterday, that day I was calling it as present only. Today only. Today I am calling that yesterday. But yesterday it was today only. And present means today is today only. So point here is, without present, I cannot count or I cannot experience yesterday or tomorrow. Today has taken different form. So here what he wants to say, bhutam bhavishyatcha bhavat swakale. The past and the future are in their own time is the present. So the essence of past, future and present is present. If present is not present, if present is absent, then there cannot be tomorrow, there cannot be yesterday. That's why everybody says, live in present, live in present. And they say, past is history, future is mystery. Present is a gift. That's why gift is called as present. Today is my birthday, he gave this present, like that we say. So the essence of this past, future, present is present. This is the conclusion. But now analyze more. Think more about this present. What is present? So present millennium is there. Our present year is there, 2020. Can we call it as present year? Yes. But if we divide that year, then we will have to say, I am living in this present month of December. But again, I am not only living in month of December, but living in this week. And further I divide this week into 7 days, then I will say today is Saturday. But again, day has got 24 hours. So I am living in this hour. Not only in this day, but in this hour. But again we inquire, then we will come to know that I am living in present minute, because hour is divided into 60 minutes. So I am talking in this minute, but again it minute, if I divide, that becomes second. I am living in present means what? I am living in this second. And again this second also is divided into microsecond, nanosecond, mini microsecond. So when we think and inquire about this time, then we will understand that whatever I am thinking about time, or whatever concept of time is there, it will merge in presence, not in present. In my presence, I am experiencing second, I am experiencing minute, I am experiencing hour or week or month or year or millennium. If I am not present, then there cannot be any experience of time. So my presence has to be there. And what is that which can be called as presence? That is actually Atma Tattva, that is self, that is me. In my presence, how in my presence, I can experience future or today or tomorrow. So the essence of past, future and present is present, and the essence of present is presence. And this presence is Sat, existence. Because presence cannot be of the nature of absence. Then I will not experience my existence. So it has to be of the nature of existence. So what an interesting inquiry. So here he says, if we think more about it, then we'll come to know that time is superimposed on me, on Sat, on existence. Time is not an absolute thing. If I look at my nature, then I will come to know that I am not in time, I am timeless entity. See, very simple logic. Time is drishya. Drishya means time can be known. I am knowing time. So knower has to be different from time. And different from time will be timeless only. Because the nature of drishya is different from nature of drishta. Seer and seen, their nature is different. If I am experiencing time, then I must be different from time, and that is timeless. So experience of timelessness is experience of Sat. That's why one name of God is Mahakal. Means time cannot touch him. He is the owner of time. He is the controller of the time. And as I told you, whenever there is a sequence, then only concept of time will arise. In consciousness, in Sat, there is no sequence. It is one homogeneous existence. That's why by this inquiry, we will realize that our nature is timeless. We are beyond time. But due to ignorance, we feel that I am living in time. Actually, time is in me. I am not in time. Now here, he has given one example. Hasya kim syad gatabhavi charcha vinayika sankhyaam ganane valoke. Without present, you cannot think of past and future. Same way, without numeral 1, you cannot think of counting, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 without 1. I cannot start counting for 2, 3, 4. Again, what is the essence of number 2? Number 2 is nothing but 1 plus 1. What is number 5? 5 is nothing but 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So finally, we come to know that 1 is the essence of all countings. Without 1, counting cannot happen. Same way, without present, we cannot think of past or future. And again, without presence, we cannot think of present. So in this way, he says it is laughable. If somebody says that without 1, without numeral 1, I can count. It is saying as good as without thinking of present. I am talking of yesterday and tomorrow. Without bringing today into picture, I cannot utter future or tomorrow or past, yesterday. Because yesterday was existing as today. And tomorrow also will exist as today. When tomorrow will come, I will say today. So, this concept of time is really very interesting concept. We must give time to think about this time. Now, just now I said that whenever there is a sequence, then the concept of time will arise. Now, for sequence, 2 things have to be there. And to have 2 things, I must have space in between them. Please listen to it very carefully. Without space, there cannot be any sequence. Like sun is rising, moving from point number 1 to point number 2, then 3, 4, like that. So there is a space. Like in our watch also, the hand is moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. If the space is not there, it cannot move. And then we cannot measure time. So by this analysis, what we come to know, that without space there cannot be any sequence. Without sequence there cannot be any concept of time. What does it mean? That space and time, they are 2 sides of one coin. They cannot be separated. If I am talking about time, space has to be there. That's why when we say that we have organized a talk, so people ask, what is the time? What time the talk is there? I say 7 to 8. Then the next question is, where it will happen? Means what? Space. He is talking about space or place. Time and space, they are 2 realities of this empirical world, Vyavaharik Satya. Without time and space, you cannot do anything. If I call somebody, please come tomorrow to my house. So he will ask, what is the address? Means place. Again, what time? Then only that, interaction or meeting will be possible. Therefore, in the next verse, he talks about space also. Truth of time is Sat or consciousness. Same way, truth of space is also me only. All the directions, I say that it is north, this is south, east, west, with reference to me only. That is also very interesting discussion. So don't think that only that great scientist Albert Einstein has thought about time and space. our scriptures also talk about time and space. Okay. So today we will stop here, and in the next class we will discuss more about time plus space, and how the essence of space and time is Sat only. Both these concepts are superimposed on Sat, which is timeless, which is beyond time, which is free from time. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.